There's this version of you that nobody sees. And he shows up when the meetings end, when the kids go to sleep. I mean, when the dopamine from the day wears off. And that version, he's exhausted. But not the I've had a long day at work kind of tired. I'm talking a deep, gut-wrenching, soul tired. I'm talking tired of performing, tired of pretending, tired of fighting ghosts in silence. And that version is the one that I know better than anyone, because I was him. Successful on paper, respected in the rooms, disciplined, driven, dialed in. And yet, I was hiding behind bottles of vodka in my vehicle like a teenager stealing his dad's porno. Full of shame. I was sleeping at my office during my divorce, telling myself that I was just processing, while obsessively checking my phone, hoping my now ex would say something, anything that would make the anxiety stop. My coping mechanisms wore expensive cologne. My trauma had a gym membership. My inner collapse was dressed in high performance. But underneath all of it, I was just a little boy. A little boy who never got to feel safe. A boy who learned to earn love by being who everyone else needed. And then forgot who the hell he actually was. And no matter how much success I stacked, that scared little boy continued to run my life. And the lie underneath all of it, I thought I had it all under control. I told myself that I was strong, that this stoicism I portrayed was a badge of honor, that I was grounded, that I was just leading myself and my family. And the truth was I was emotionally hijacked every day and calling that drive. I wasn't leading. I was surviving, barely. And it nearly cost me everything. It did cost me my marriage. It almost cost me my business. It almost cost me my fucking life. I put a gun to my head when I was sitting in my office one night. Not because I really wanted to die, but because I couldn't stand the silence anymore. The silence of holding it all in. The silence of knowing that I was the only one that could hold it all together. The only thing that stopped me from pulling that trigger that night was an image of my son. The idea of him finding me slumped over my desk with a hole in my head. That cracked me wide open. And I broke down. And the only thing that changed me was I no longer kept pretending. Finally, I started telling the truth to myself, to my therapist, and to the boy that I had abandoned inside of me 30 years ago. And you guys, that's when the healing started. Not when I crushed another goal, not when I found another woman, not when I meditated my shame into submission. It started when I stopped ghosting myself. And let me tell you something, this world is full of men ghosting themselves. Numbed out, burned out, jacked up on caffeine and fake confidence. Addicted to performance and approval. Terrified of rest because stillness means feeling. And feeling means remembering. And remembering means, fuck, maybe I'm not okay. You know how many men are out there with 6-figure businesses, 6-pack abs, and 6-year-old little boy emotional wounds that they've buried And those wounds are still calling the shots. All of them. You know how many are one missed text away from spiraling into panic or rage and don't even know why? More than you would ever believe. I know because they come to me. They say, I've done the work, Jason. But what they mean is, I've read the books. I've taken the cold showers. And I convince myself that I'm evolving while still operating from the same nervous system of a child who never felt safe. And it's not your fault. You weren't trained for this. You were trained to override it, to achieve past it, to earn through it, to continue to produce. That's where your value came from. Your value was in your performance. It's the biggest lie that we've ever been told. And emotions are weakness, that they're pathetic, that crying is a malfunction, and anger, that's real masculinity. And now you're a man with a resume full of achievements and a heart full of emptiness, wondering why nothing feels good enough and why you feel guilty when you rest, why you can't stay present with your family, why you snap at your wife and kids and then beat yourself up in silence, why you can't stop chasing and yet you never arrive. Let me give you the truth that nobody gave me, okay? The emotional pain is not a problem. It's a portal. The flashbacks, the shutdowns, the triggers, those aren't glitches, they're signals. Trauma doesn't want to run your life. It doesn't want to ruin your life. It wants to be resolved. It wants to be felt. It wants to be integrated and witnessed. Your nervous system isn't betraying you, it's protecting you. It's running ancient code written when you were too young to understand what was happening. And if you don't rewrite that code, you'll keep reliving the same patterns, just with different people, different problems, fancier distractions. And then you'll call that growth, but it'll be the same cage with a different paint job. And you don't need another hack, man. You just need to come home to the parts of yourself that you've spent your whole life exiling. And that means looking at the boy who still lives inside of you, the one who got shut down, the one who got humiliated, punished, ignored. And you just say to him, hey, I see you. I'm not abandoning you again. And that means learning to feel your emotions without judging them. That means building a nervous system that can handle intimacy, conflict, stillness, uncertainty. That means leading from your body and not your wounds. That means rebuilding the safety you never got to have. And that work, that's the work that I do. It's not therapy. It's not even really coaching. It's initiation. I help walk you through the places that you've spent decades avoiding, and then teach you how to lead yourself through that. I work with high performers that need help regulating themselves, teaching them how to respond instead of react, how to reparent instead of perform, and how to handle shit without falling apart, how to stand in their truth without losing their edge. And I don't do it because I'm better than anybody. I do it because there's so much pain out there in the world. I was where you are. I was the strong one, the reliable one, the one that people looked up to and leaned on. And inside, I was collapsing. But I rebuilt from the rubble. And I know you can too. I can teach you how to do the exact same. Not through shame, through embodiment, through repetition, through radical honesty, through the truth that you're not broken, man. You're just buried underneath the bullshit. If any of this is hitting you in the gut and you're done faking peace while fighting panic, I want to invite you to a call with me. No pressure, and it's definitely not therapy. Just a real conversation, a raw conversation with someone who knows the terrain and can help you map your way out. The link for that is down below in the description. If your nervous system is running your life and your shame is running your relationships, it's time to lead differently. And guys, if this video cracks something open inside of you, then watch the next one right here. I'll show you how to find the exact childhood belief that's hijacking your reactions and how to finally get free. This is the work that changes everything, guys. Are you in? I'll see you on the call.